This is the MAC 1140 final exam, question 8. And it says to solve the equation here, and the one that it gives is x over x plus 1 minus x plus 1 over x minus 2 equals 0. So to solve this equation, our plan of attack here is to combine our, we want to leave everything on one side, so we have 0 on the other, and then whatever we have on the other side from 0, we'll combine it into, so that we want to look to get a single fraction, in other words, a single numerator, single denominator. So we have to combine these two fractions. The way we do this, the way you combine fractions when they don't have the same denominator, is you find a common denominator. All right. In other words, here we can just cross multiply here. So, like, the common denominator in this case will just be the least common multiple of the two denominators. And here, since the two denominators are just two binomials, they don't share common factors. Least common denominator, LCD, will just be the product of the denominators. So x plus 1 times x minus 2. Okay, so we need each of these fractions to have this least common denominator. So in order to get this first fraction, x over x plus 1, to have this denominator, well, like what are we missing? We're missing the x minus 2. So yeah, we can multiply the bottom by x minus 2, but only if we do the same to the top. So I haven't changed anything there, but now it has a different denominator. And well, similarly on this other side, this different fraction here, we need the bottom to be x plus 1 times x minus 2. We can multiply the x plus 1 there so that it has the denominator that we need, but only if we do it also on the top. So that's what we have to do. Now we have this, each fraction has the least common denominator. So what we do now is we write it once. So x plus 1 times x minus 2 equals 0. And now what you want to do is simplify your top, see what happens there. Okay? Well, here we have x times x minus 2. We have to distribute. So we get x squared minus 2x. And right here I'll write minus, and then open a set of parentheses, because there's a minus right here. And in the parentheses, here what we have is we have x plus 1 times x plus 1. So that's x plus 1 quantity squared. So the way we can simplify that quickly is that the square of the first one, so square of x. Right, so I'll come over here to the side and work it out just to show. So yeah, the top here is x plus 1 times x plus 1. In other words, that's x plus 1 quantity squared. So x plus 1 times x plus 1, right, equals. So you can remember, you can memorize the identity to help you do this more quickly. So like this squared will just be x squared plus 2x plus 1. You get the 2x just by, it's 2 times the first times the second thing. So 2 times x times 1. 1 is the last thing squared, so 1 squared. And, 1 squared. And then this x squared comes from the first squared. But you can FOIL it out and get the same thing. So that's what that is, x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now let's simplify the top. We have x squared minus x squared. Those go away. Minus 2x, or I'll say negative 2x minus 2x is minus 4x. And we also have minus 1. This negative sign will distribute. And on the bottom we have x plus 1 times x minus 2. And this all equals 0. Okay? Now to solve this, it essentially amounts to setting the numerator equal to 0, because we can just imagine us multiplying each side by the denominator. Because then we would have minus 4x minus 1 equals, well, 0 times x plus 1 times x minus 2. That just equals 0. And then we solve our numerator. After we have our numerator set equal to 0, we solve it for x. So minus 4x minus 1 equals 0. Add the 1 over, so minus 4x equals 1. Divide both sides by negative 4. You have x equals negative 1/4. And to give the answer, it says choose the interval that contains all the solutions. So we want to choose the interval that contains negative 1/4, and that is answer E.